Colombia, a land bursting with color and amazing views. Let's travel to a place where the Andes Mountains meet the Caribbean Sea. Imagine snowy mountaintops looking down on lush rainforests. Picture busy cities next to ancient ruins. Colombia is a country of surprising differences. It's a place where the past mixes with modern life. Here, old traditions fit perfectly with today's culture. This is Colombia, a land of captivating beauty and tons of different things to see. Get ready to be amazed by how friendly Colombians are. Their smiles are as bright as the flowers decorating their colonial cities. Let their happiness guide you on an unforgettable adventure. In Colombia, real life can feel a little magical. It's a place where normal things become extraordinary. Here, the Amazon rainforest whispers ancient secrets, and hidden waterfalls tumble into bright blue pools. Imagine a river that shimmers with 5 different colors. Dive into the Caribbean Sea, where coral reefs are full of life. Hike through cloud forests where hummingbirds zip around orchids. Colombia wants you to expect the unexpected. It's a place where magic is in the air, and every corner has a new surprise. Get ready to discover a land where you'll feel everything more intensely, and your spirit will soar. Colombia is like a quilt made of many different pieces. From the old charm of Cartagena to the modern energy of Medellin, each city has a story as unique as its people. Explore ancient ruins hidden in the jungle. Feel the rhythm of salsa music in Cali. Discover the Wayu people and their beautiful woven bags. Enjoy the rich flavors of Colombian coffee, grown high in the Andes Mountains. This is a land of endless possibilities, where adventure is everywhere. Colombia welcomes you. Let its beauty capture your heart and make you want to explore. This is your invitation to discover a land where amazing things never end and memories last forever. Imagine a land where huge mountains touch the sky, their snowy tops reflected in the calm Caribbean Sea. Welcome to Colombia, a country where nature is an artist. The mighty Andes Mountains, a spine of rock and ice, cut through Colombia, shaping its land and weather. From the rough peaks of the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta to the green valleys of the Cordillera Central, the Andes are a big part of Colombia. These mountains aren't just a background, they're part of the Colombian story. They give life to rivers, hold ancient secrets, and inspire many legends. As you travel through Colombia, you'll see many different types of nature. From the cloud forests on the Andes to the sunny beaches of the Caribbean, Colombia shows how creative nature can be. Each area has its own special charm, inviting you to explore its hidden treasures. From one coast to the other, Colombia has many different kinds of weather. It's a country where you can experience a world of climates without ever leaving. Step onto the Caribbean beaches and feel the warm tropical sun. Here, the air is humid, and life moves to the beat of salsa music. Travel inland, and you'll climb into the cooler Andes Mountains. Here, coffee farms cover the hills, and the air smells like sweet flowers. As you climb higher, you'll enter the cloud forests, where mist and fog cover everything. Go down the other side of the Andes, and you'll be in the Amazon rainforest, a huge green area full of life. Here, the air is filled with the sounds of strange birds, and the humid heat feels like a blanket. Colombia is a country of endless possibilities, where you can choose your own adventure. Colombia is a country where life is everywhere, in a burst of color and variety. This South American nation is one of the world's most diverse countries, home to a surprising 10% of all the plants and animals on Earth. From tiny insects to huge mammals, Colombia is a dream for anyone who loves wildlife and nature. The Amazon rainforest, which covers a large part of southern Colombia, is full of amazing creatures. Here, jaguars hunt, monkeys swing through the trees, and macaws fly with their bright feathers. But the Amazon is just one part of Colombia's biodiversity story. The Andes Mountains, with their different heights and climates, are also home to many species. Spectacled bears walk in the cloud forests while condors fly high above. Colombia's coasts are full of life too. Humpback whales come to its warm waters, and coral reefs shelter many colorful fish. Colombia knows it's important to protect its nature and has created many protected areas. National parks and reserves cover over 11% of the country, making sure its unique ecosystems are safe for the future. One special place is Tayrona National Park, a beautiful coastal area where the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta Mountains meet the Caribbean Sea. Here you can hike through rainforests, relax on beaches, and explore old ruins. Another amazing place is Cano Cristales, a river so colorful it's called the River of Five Colors. Algae and plants make the riverbed look like a rainbow. Colombia's work to protect nature makes sure these wonders will continue to amaze people for years to come. Colombia's culture is like a colorful quilt made from indigenous traditions, colonial times, and the strong spirit of its people. For a long time, this land has been a place where different cultures meet, where old customs mix with European traditions, creating something unique. From the old streets of colonial cities to small villages in the mountains, the past can be seen in art, music, dance, and the friendly people. Colombia's culture started with its indigenous people, who have lived here for thousands of years, their lives connected to nature. From the Muisca people of the Andes, known for their gold and beliefs, to the Wayuu people of the Guajira Peninsula, known for their woven bags and strong women, each group has shaped the country's culture. When the Spanish arrived in the 1500s, they built colonial cities along the coast with grand buildings. Baroque churches with their fancy decorations and tall bell towers show the power of the Catholic Church. Big plazas and elegant mansions remind us of a time of riches. But even in these cities, the indigenous spirit stayed strong. New religions mixed Catholic beliefs with indigenous traditions. Music and dance became a mix of cultures as African rhythms blended with Spanish melodies. Travel back in time and walk the streets of Cartagena, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where colonial grandeur is everywhere. Inside big walls built to stop pirates is a city frozen in time, a mix of history, architecture, and Caribbean charm. Cartagena's Old Town, a maze of narrow streets and colorful buildings with flower-covered balconies, tells stories of conquistadors, pirates, and the busy trade that once filled its port. As you walk along the city walls, imagine the cannons firing, protecting the city's treasures from pirates. Go down into the Castillo San Felipe de Barajas, a huge fort that survived many attacks, its tunnels and walls a reminder of Spanish military skill. Get lost in the streets, where horse-drawn carriages take you back in time. Cartagena's beautiful buildings are more than just forts. Step inside the Cathedral de Santa Catalina Alejandría, a masterpiece of colonial architecture. Its high ceilings and carvings a sign of the Spanish Empire's wealth. See the fancy balconies of the Palacio de la Inquisición, once the home of the scary Spanish Inquisition, now a museum showing the city's past. In the evening, as the sun sets, Cartagena comes alive with salsa and cumbia music. Eat outside in a candlelit courtyard, enjoying Caribbean food, or dance with the locals in the plazas, where the happy spirit is contagious. Leave the colonial cities and travel into Colombia's mountains and rainforests, and you'll find the living legacy of its indigenous communities. For centuries, these keepers of ancient wisdom have lived with nature, their traditions passed down, their stories part of the land. In the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, a sacred mountain range rising from the Caribbean coast, the Kogi people, descendants of the ancient Tayrona, live a life almost untouched by the modern world. For the Kogi, the Sierra Nevada is the center of the world, a sacred place full of spiritual energy. Their lives are about respecting nature, their rituals keeping balance with the world. They believe their job is to care for the earth and warn people about ecological problems. Travel deep into the Amazon rainforest, and you'll meet the Huitoto people, great storytellers and experts on plants. Their intricate designs painted on their bodies and clothes show their beliefs, connecting them to the forest spirits. The shamans, healers, and spiritual guides understand the medicinal power of plants, their knowledge passed down through generations. In the southern Andes, the Guambiano people, known for their blue and purple clothes, have a strong culture connected to the land. Their farming methods, based on respect for Mother Earth, have sustained them for centuries, their terraced hillsides showing their skill and resilience. Colombia's culture isn't just something from the past, it's alive and changing, as new ideas mix with old traditions. When African slaves arrived in the 1500s, they added another layer to this mix, their rhythms, traditions, and beliefs blending with indigenous and European cultures to create something uniquely Colombian. Along the Caribbean coast, the influence of African culture is strong, especially in the music, dance, food, and spiritual practices. The rhythms of cumbia, a mix of African, indigenous, and Spanish music, fill the streets of Cartagena, Barranquilla, and other coastal cities. The dance, with its sensual moves and colorful clothes, celebrates life, love, and the Colombian spirit. During Carnival, a huge celebration of color, music, and dance in Barranquilla each year, the African influence is clear, as dancers and musicians parade through the streets. In art and literature, Colombia has many famous people who have explored the country's history, identity, and social issues. From the magical stories of Gabriel Garcia Marquez, who wrote about the Caribbean coast, to the bright paintings of Fernando Botero, whose full figures celebrate everyday life, Colombian artists are known around the world. As Colombia changes, its culture remains a source of strength and inspiration. It shows the power of human creativity, the beauty of diversity, and why it's important to keep traditions while embracing the future. Imagine a place where the Caribbean Sea is a mix of bright blues and greens, where gentle waves touch white sand beaches, and where the underwater world is full of life. This is the San Andrés Archipelago, a Colombian treasure in the Caribbean Sea. The main island, San Andrés, is famous for its sea of 7 colors, a beautiful sight created by sunlight, water depth, and coral reefs. As the sun shines through the clear water, it creates a changing tapestry of colors. From shallow turquoise to deep blue, the sea is like a living painting. But San Andrés is more than just beautiful. Under the surface, a coral reef is full of life with colorful fish and other creatures. Snorkelers and divers can see the amazing coral home to parrotfish, angelfish, and even sea turtles. The island's isolation has protected its marine life, making it a special place. Besides its underwater wonders, San Andrés has Caribbean culture and history. English Creole from the island's British past mixes with Spanish. Colorful houses line the streets and reggae music fills the air. High in the Colombian Andes, the Cocora Valley has the Quindio wax palm, the tallest palm tree in the world. Walking among these giant palms is amazing, a reminder of nature's power and beauty. Deep in the Amazon rainforest is Cano Cristales, a river that turns into a rainbow from June to November. The bright colors come from a special plant called Macarenia clavigera, creating a magical sight. The Tatacoa Desert, a strange land of canyons and rock formations, is a unique experience. Even though it looks dry, Tatacoa is a tropical forest, showing layers of geological history. Colombia's cities blend history, culture, and new ideas, from Cartagena's colonial beauty to Medellin's modern energy. Explore Bogotá's old streets, Medellin's changes, and Barranquilla's Caribbean vibe. Bogotá, Colombia's capital, is a city of contrasts, where old charm meets modern style. Explore the historic Candelaria district, colorful street art, and the busy Plaza de Bolivar. Medellin has changed from a dangerous city to a place of innovation and renewal. The metro cable and Ruta N show social progress and technology. Barranquilla, the Golden Gate of Colombia, is full of cumbia and salsa music. Famous for its carnival, the city embraces progress while keeping its culture. Colombia's ecotourism helps people explore and protect nature, supporting local communities. Hike through rainforests, kayak in mangroves, and see old ruins while helping sustainable development. Tayrona National Park, on Colombia's Caribbean coast, shows the region's natural beauty. Hike through rainforests, snorkel on coral reefs, and respect the Kogi people's culture. Palomino, a relaxed paradise, offers adventure and quiet along the Caribbean coast. Relax on the beach, tube down the Palomino River, and meet the Wiabue community. Colombia's ecotourism isn't just about protecting nature. It's about understanding the connection between culture and the environment. Indigenous communities, who have cared for their lands for a long time, are important for sustainable tourism. Their knowledge of the land, their traditions, and their spiritual connection to nature teach us how to live with the environment. In the Amazon rainforest, indigenous communities work with ecotourism companies to offer visitors a look into their lives and traditions. From jungle treks to healing ceremonies, these experiences connect you with indigenous cultures while supporting their efforts to protect their land. Along the Caribbean coast, indigenous communities share their knowledge of the sea and sustainable fishing. Visitors can learn about traditional fishing, help with mangrove projects, and support local craftspeople. Colombia's commitment to involving indigenous communities in ecotourism shows how important these communities are for protecting its nature and culture. By supporting indigenous communities, Colombia is creating a better future for everyone. Colombia's story shows the strength of the human spirit, a story of resilience, creativity, and hope for a better tomorrow. From its difficult past, Colombia has become stronger, embracing a future of peace, progress, and protecting its heritage. The memories of its history, seen in its cities and rainforests, remind us of the challenges and lessons learned. But Colombia isn't just about its past. It's moving forward, looking towards a future of innovation, inclusion, and respect for nature. In its cities, where old meets new, a new generation of Colombians is building a better future, believing in education, business, and social responsibility. And in its small villages, in the mountains and rainforests, indigenous communities are finding new ways to share their cultures and protect their lands, making sure their traditions continue. Colombia is more than just a place to visit. It's a journey of discovery, a chance to explore new things. It's a place where every turn has a surprise, every meeting creates a connection, and every experience stays with you. Whether you want adventure, peace, cultural experiences, or just something different, Colombia has something for everyone. Feel the rhythm of salsa in Cali, where the streets are full of music and dance. Hike through the cloud forest of the Cocora Valley, where tall palm trees touch the sky. Dive into the clear Caribbean Sea, exploring the coral reefs of the Rosario Islands. Or go deep into the Amazon rainforest, where the jungle is full of life and new species are still being found. Colombia is a land of amazing differences, where snowy mountains meet the ocean, where busy cities meet quiet countryside, and where old traditions meet new ideas. It's a country that's hard to describe, a place where you never know what's next, and where the people are always welcoming. From the colonial beauty of Cartagena to the modern energy of Medellin, Colombia shows the strength of the human spirit and the creativity that happens when cultures mix. And through it all, the spirit of Colombians shines, their warmth and happiness lighting up every part of this amazing nation. Whether you're drinking coffee in a plaza, dancing salsa, or eating with a local family, you'll be welcomed with open arms. Colombia's story is still being written, its future as bright as the smiles of its people. This is a country that's growing, a nation that has overcome challenges to become stronger and more vibrant. So come, pack your bags, open your mind, and get ready to be amazed by Colombia. This is a journey you won't forget. Let the music move you, let the food excite you, let the sun warm you, and let the spirit of Colombia inspire you. In Colombia, you'll discover more than just a new place. You'll discover a new way of seeing things, a new appreciation for different cultures, and a new sense of wonder for the world. Colombia is waiting for you. Your adventure starts now.